Alright, we're going to read chapter 60 of Bakemonogatari. Araragi was in a pretty rough state, having his arm just kind of poisoned away. The venom from the Jagiri Nawa so strong that his vampiric healing powers at natural capacity couldn't keep up. But if he uses this crazy vampire boost, summoning a gigantic bat wing and a ton of bat familiars that I don't quite understand the logistics of, like, can he control those? Can he like somehow get reports from them? Are they just real bats that now are just going to live out the rest of their lives as normal bats? Nah, it doesn't matter. It just looks cool. So he's frantically looking through the forest for signs of this invisible snake, which is currently speeding away to some. It's not totally an innocent middle schooler. You know, she did go pretty far out of her way to curse Sengoku in a pretty horrible fashion. So, in terms of the mechanics of the story, she's getting her just desserts, but I'm sure she never intended things to go this far. She's just a middle schooler. She shouldn't just be killed over this. Snake is heading for the person who cursed Sengoku. Unlike the Sengoku I just happen to know, I can't imagine helping out someone who doesn't have a mean of self-defense. Please be careful when cursing too much. There's a chance you'll end up cursing yourself. What does this little text say? Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. Though, too, I said something wrong. Now I later... Wait, are these just the lyrics to yesterday? What? No, these are the lines of a bunch of Beatles songs. Michelle Mabel. Now I need a place to hide away. That's also yesterday. I don't get it. Whatever. I think it was just supposed to be kind of like generic text or something. Okay. So he's flying around. This is an amazing shot of all of these flags of the shrine kind of in tatters fluttering. Ooh, I love that aesthetic. Ooh, this just looks so cool. Holy crap, this looks so cool. Like, what am I supposed to say? O'Grade is just a genius. At first, you know, it took me a little bit to warm up to his art style. It's so digital. It's so clearly computer drawn. Like, the blacks are so black and so, like, contrasty, you know? And at first I was, like, kind of thrown by that because I'm much more used to kind of more traditional artists or normal manga-type manga artists. You know, there's nothing too manga-y about O'Grade's art. But I've come around in a big way. Like, oh my god. Just the shots he comes up with are so cool. So do you think by tattering all these flags and ripping them off and flying through them, his vampiric strength will become even stronger? That'd be cool. Oh! He dodges the jaws of the snake. Ooh, his plan is to wrap the flags around it so he can see it. Smart, smart. Using his wings and stuff, he throws the flags all around it. Yes, yes. Starting to be revealed. He can even, like, choke out the snake. Well, probably these things will rip before that happens, but that seems like what he's doing right now. Oh my gosh. Alright, it's all bound up. Sorry, Snake, you're coming with me. You look so badass. How is such a goofy protagonist allowed to look so badass? Can this really be the same man that was making banter with Hachikuchi like 30 chapters ago? I submit to you that it can and it is, and that's what makes this series so great. I love Araragi. He's so good. One of my favorite protagonists of all time. Will poison go through my body first, or will your stamina run out first? Test of endurance. So I guess even though he has crazy vampiric powers at this point, the poison is actually very, very strong. And maybe what he's doing more than actually removing the poison from his body is just sort of supplementing the weakened parts of his body with vampirically strong parts, but his actual human parts of his body are just decaying underneath. Something like that. I don't know. All I know is that he looks super badass here. Sorry, I really am sorry, Sengoku. I really want you to forgive me for this. I have betrayed you. Oh, because he thinks that Sengoku would want this revenge? In fact, as they were saying before, if Sengoku forgives her, she'll probably become even more hated. To be seen as trying to be better than other people, to be trying to make yourself out like some sort of saint or something, as Kanbaru said. It could even be inciting more annoyance, more difficulty. And then if she doesn't forgive her, then this rift will remain as it was before. Further incidents could happen. It's like, really, for Sengoku, just for Sengoku's sake. Maybe just having that girl die is the easiest way. Maybe that's the ideal outcome. And this is why Araragi is saying, I've betrayed you. Right now I am trying to save the one who tried to kill you. Some power. Oh my god, these shots of his decaying arm. To this extent, I can do some damage. Ooh, but he gets knocked back. The snake unleashing a burst of power. And stabbing him. What the heck? Since when can it do this? These are like swords. Right? These just look like normal katana. This poor backpack. This poor Bones shirt. This Bones shirt was so cool. Holy. Wow, he's like really taking it. He manages to grab onto one, but his fingers are immediately sliced off. Oh my god. These are not snake fans. There's something as sharp as metal like a sword, and it's not just one, there's a lot. Oh wait, could this be? Oh my god, what else? I don't remember this at all. Am I crazy? I don't remember this at all. He gets attacked by a bunch of phantom samurai? There's one more reason snakes are regarded as holy. There's actually a snake in the human body. Do you know where it is, Araragi-kun? Of course, maybe that is what Araragi-kun is thinking. But I'm assuming he's talking about the intestines, maybe? Or the cochlea, the little spiral within your ear. It's kind of like a little snake. I don't know. Ah, the umbilical cord. Whoa. The rope that connects this world, that world to this. A snake has the strength to pull the sword out from that world, or so it's believed. So snakes have the ability to kind of cut the umbilical cord, I guess? Like, oh man, damn, umbilical cords. It's a crazy thing to think about. Like, what the heck? Anyways. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god. An abnormality with the strength to pull a soul from that world, i.e. the world of the not living. And we think of the umbilical cord, you know, pulling people from pre-life into life. But I suppose, in typical Monogatari fashion, it asks, what's so special about that direction? Could it not be both directions? Could we not be pulling souls from beyond the grave? It actually is just a bunch of Phantom Samurai, as I so expertly predicted, but I don't remember this at all. I really feel like this was added for the manga. Holy crap, what a cool page, though. Look at the snake in the background. That's so cool. Oh my god, I want like a magic card based on this, you know, with this art. Woo! Oh, oh. But what is Araragi going to do? Top it off, that shrine right now is full of bad things, so keep that in mind when you're making your move. There's an actual reason why they're worshipped all over the world and are regarded as rivals to the gods, which is true. If we go back to the origins of Christian theocracy, the Garden of Eden, the creation myth of the biggest religion in the world, who's the antagonist? Who's the one that makes everything go wrong? 'Tis the snake. The snake undid the instruction of God. The snake was the one to trick them into eating the fruit of the knowledge of good and evil. And if it wasn't for that, we'd all just still be chilling out in paradise, I suppose. Snakes, dude, snakes, they're everywhere. I don't know, I find it really, really fascinating. I remember reading about how there's like a snake god in ancient Egypt. It's kind of forgotten now, but they feel like it was one of like the more pivotal gods, one of the more significant ones to really early Egyptian mythos that has like largely been lost to time. Whoa, isn't that so exciting? Forgotten gods. There's like references to it. They're kind of like oblique, but we don't really have much that survives from the era where it would have actually been worshipped. It's like how the earliest pharaohs we have almost no record of. We just kind of know what their names were and when they reigned, but we don't know anything else because it's been so long. Ooh, yes, the really ancient snakes. And I think I talked about this before because I'm sure this arc has made me bring up snakes quite a lot. This is one of my most favoriteest snake facts is that a theory for why human vision is so good and so good at like specific things like object recognition, noticing very, very slight contrast between colors, noticing things that are moving, even if it's like very slightly, is because that was so useful to our early hunting days in like the Serengeti and stuff, in these gigantic wide open plains, where if you ran into a snake and the snake just one-shotted you, you're probably not going to pass on your genes. So if you're actually able to spot snakes in the grass, which is a pretty difficult thing, like most animals do not have the vision to do that, given that they're trying to camouflage. So yeah, where would we be if our vision wasn't so good? Like it's actually crazy to think about. So like thanks snakes, if you choose to follow this kind of evo-psych theory. Anyways, snakes are terrifying. Yeah, I guess that's what it comes down to. They really are. What a crazy animal. I think a snake phobia is one of the most reasonable of the animal phobias. Like I kind of have arachnophobia. I'm not very good with spiders. It used to be a lot worse. Now I'm kind of reasonable about it, but I don't like them. Like I wouldn't go out of my way to see them. On the other hand, I think snakes are really cool. But I think in terms of like a realistic fear, I think snakes actually rank way higher because so many of them are venomous and so many of them are actually like terrifyingly venomous and aggressive, and like if you get close to them it's just like GG. Whereas spiders don't usually mess with you. Very few are that venomous. Mostly they just want to hang out, and even the ones that are venomous, it's such a low dosage that usually you can counteract it pretty quickly, whereas like a snake that really sinks itself into you, like oh my lord, snakes are actually terrifying. This is so true. Okay, so we've learned that. That was a good lesson for us. Snakes are terrifying. And what will happen next? Oh my god, I don't know. Alright, bye bye for now.